and welcome to another edition of Lab Rats. My name is Andy Walker.
I'm Sean Carruthers.
And this is your favorite show on the internet and on other screens about technology.
You've been taking the happy pills, buddy.
I have.
Must be a great show today.
Welcome to the show. So today on the show, what are we going to do? We are going to do Video Editing 101. Many of you out there in Lab Rats Land has been saying, hey guys, how do you make the show? How do you cut it? How do you edit it? How do you do this stuff? And we're like, okay, we'll show you. And in fact, guess who's become a master video editor? No, not me. Sean Carruthers. He cuts all these shows. He has like a big setup. He knows all the tricks. He's as cutty as a Hollywood editor. Yes, he's very good. So we're going to impart on you how to get started in video editing, why you would want to video edit, and some tools that you can use to video edit. But first,
I'm Cutty.
You're Cutty. He's very Cutty. He's cute too. All right, so let's take a break and see a message from our sponsor, which is going to be edited in. And then when we come back, we're going to teach you all about video editing. It's Video Editing 101 today on Lab Rats.
Snip, 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 snip.
Well, welcome back to the show. We're going to get started in a second with Video Editing 101, but first, I have something very important to say. I have a brand new book out. It's called Windows Lockdown, Your XP and Vista Guide Against Hacks, Attacks, and Other Internet Mayhem. It's my fourth book. My fourth book. I take all this time to write stuff for you. 454 pages of absolute, fabulous tips and tricks to protect your computer from viruses, spyware, and all kinds of other stuff like that. It's on $24.99 US. It's in a beautiful blue cover. It has nice pictures. I have jokes in it. There's all kinds of amazing...
Blah, 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 blah. Ah, boring. You know what? One of the reasons you'd want to do some video editing, which this episode is actually about, is to get rid of things that shouldn't be in the thing, like long-winded, boring monologues. So you know what? I've been doing some editing. Let's roll this back.
Well, welcome back to the show. We're going to get started in a second with Video Editing 101, but first, I have something very important to say.
You know what? Let's just get right into this, because this is important.
Yeah, but I want to talk about my book.
No, you know what? No, don't make me edit you again. Let's just get right into this.
What do you mean again?
It's kind of boring. The magic of editing.
All right, well, let's get on with the episode. So Video Editing 101, let's talk a bit about perhaps the tools that you need to start. You want to start there? Because that's always a good place to start, right?
Yeah, well, the first tool you need is a video camera or a video file of some sort. So we've got our man Matt over here who's actually using the video camera, so you can't actually see that. But if Matt goes over there, he can actually see another camera we're using to shoot this right here, and there's the other camera over there. So there we go. So we're using these cameras to shoot. We're getting footage of us doing this episode.
Right.
So now we're going to import that footage from the cameras into our computers.
Okay, good.
So that's the first part. The hardware to record it, the hardware to edit on,
right.
And now you need software tools.
So you need a software tool, right? So video editor. Okay, so what are our choices? I know that there are some free options out there. For example, on Apple, there's a product called what? Is it iMovie?
It's called iMovie. So iMovie is the free one that comes with every new Mac. It's a pretty basic tool. You have your clips that you import in, and then you have, at the bottom, you see all of the footage we have. This is a previous episode of Lab Rats. You can scroll over it and see what we're doing here. And you can select a little bit of footage. There's a little close-up of me, and then you drag it into the timeline here, up here. And then you find another section right down here. Do the same thing with that, and you can just start taking these little clips. Now I'm not really monitoring what I'm doing here, but it'll show you what's going on in the clips. You can choose your in point and your out point for each of these clips, drag them in there, and then edit them together, do transitions and the like.
Right, very good. Okay, cool.
And then you save that file out when you're done
as
another file that's completely edited with only the stuff that you want.
Right, so you're taking all kinds of stuff,
yes,
right? The entire timeline of your day, and you're basically selective in choosing pieces so that it's actually watchable. Instead of watching 4 hours of a wedding, you're watching 7 minutes of a wedding with all the key pieces where all the drama happens, where grandpa gets drunk, falls over the table, you know, all of those kinds of things, right?
Andy
That's really what you want, the
falls
drama.
into the cake.
Andy falls into the cake, you know, Sean, you know, sort of smooches the bride group and the bridesmaids, things like that, you know. So that's the point behind editing, and good editing is going to make something really entertaining, right?
Or you can edit that stuff out if you prefer.
That's true, if you want it to be nice and family friendly.
Yeah.
Okay, so iMovie is a really good choice. It's one of the products that comes built into the Mac. If you have a Mac today and it's fairly current, it has iMovie built in the iLife suite of products.
Right. If you've got an older one, you can actually buy it as well for, you know, under $100, and that'll add GarageBand and all the other stuff, all the other entertainment tools.
That's right. Now, if you don't have a Mac and you have a Windows product, then you can use a product called Windows Movie Maker. But it's probably not a good idea. It comes, I think, it came with Windows XP. It certainly comes with Vista. Most people, even the Windows lovers, say stay away from it. So you could find that basic on your system if you want. But I would say stay away from it unless you're really desperate.
Yes.
So those are the two free tools that most people will refer to. There's not a whole lot of free downloadable freebies out there, I think, that we would recommend.
No, not too many.
We go directly to some of the commercial products.
Right. And I mean, part of the issue is that when you're dealing with video editing, to understand DV footage and to be able to export to DVD, which is going to be your next step in the equation, you're going to need some codecs in there, and some of them you have to pay money for. So if you're going to get one that's absolutely free, it's not going to be as full-featured as you'd like, even if you could find it free.
And just to demystify that for a second, a codec, of course, is a piece of software that actually takes one format and transcodes it or translates it into another, so you can actually work with it or output it. Right?
Codec, code, decode.
Code, decode, there you go. So we recommend, there's a whole bunch of different tools that we recommend. I think one of the key ones that we like is from Adobe. Adobe, of course, has been a visual editing software maker for a long, long time. Right here we've got a copy of Adobe Premiere Elements number 7, version 7. Now if you go, wait a second, and I have a copy of that, but it's version 4. I missed three versions? Well, actually you didn't. So what happened was Adobe came out with the Photoshop Elements 7, right? And so in order to synchronize the two versions, because they sell it together, it went from version 4 to version 7.
Photoshop's been around a little bit longer than Premiere, so. Yes,
exactly. So, so a very good product. We highly recommend it, especially for Windows users. It runs, I think, in this configuration, both of the photo editing and also the video editing for about $99, I believe.
It's $99 a piece. So if you get Photoshop or Premiere, it's $99. If you get both of them together, it's $149. So you save about 50% on one.
That's very good. Okay, so definitely go there. That's probably your number one place you want to start if you want to do video editing on your computer. Now, there are other products out there.
So if you want to step up, you can go to something like Sony Vegas, which I believe our friends at Hack5 have used for a while.
Yes.
I'm not sure that they're still using it, but Darren used it and liked it a lot when he was editing it, so that's a good choice. There's Premiere Elements here, but you could also step up to the full version of Premiere, which is a little bit more expensive. And when I say a little, I'm being a little bit sarcastic. It's quite expensive. We're looking at a bundle here that can go as high as $200, $2,500 if you get all the tools in it. You can step up on the Mac to something like Final Cut Express, or you can go to the full-on studio version called Final Cut Studio, which has, again, all the tools for about $1,400.
Right. Now, if you run into a video editing geek, somebody like Sean, you know, they're going to poo-poo all of these basic entry-level type of tools, and they're going to tell you you need Final Cut Express or Final Cut Pro Studio or something like that. And the reality is, if you're just editing the family video, you don't. You really don't. You just need a simple tool for about $100 that will do everything that you need and output not only to different file formats you can share, but also to DVD as well.
Yeah, Premiere Elements is pretty much everything you need to get going. Now, the nice thing about something like Premiere Elements, Premiere Pro has like lots of things that you could use to render out like a full motion picture to the screen. So it's really high end. And what Premiere Elements does is it strips out all of that stuff that you're not going to need when you're saving for that kind of format or for broadcast or anything like that. But it still maintains a lot of the engine underneath there, the thing that makes the entire software go and allows you to code into a new format, edit things, and just make all of the editing happen.
Got it. So what I do want to know, given that you've been editing pretty much you have edited every single episode of Lab Rats, with the exception of some recent ones that our producer
Matt's done some of them.
starting to edit lately. Is that you've become a pretty professional editor. Now, is there anything off the top of your head you could say to a beginner out there who, what do they need to know about some fundamental tips before they get started?
Well, the number one thing I want to tell people that are just getting started is if you're used to editing things like photographs or whatever, like you're snipping with scissors or whatever, you're actually destroying the original thing. Just don't even worry about that here. What you're doing is you're creating an instruction set. We're not going to get into all of that now. We'll talk about that at a later time, but don't worry about getting in there and starting to edit. You're not actually destroying anything you're doing. And just, I guess, going into it, just shoot a lot of footage so you can, edit things together after the fact, cover up mistakes that you've made, all of that sort of thing.
Right. Lots of angles, lots of...
Just try a lot of stuff.
Try a lot of stuff. I mean, it's sort of like these days with digital cameras, I mean, in a very rudimentary way, If you shoot 100 pictures of Grandpa sleeping in his, in his rocking chair, then one of those is going to be good. So if you shoot lots and lots of footage, different angles, different experiences at the event you're shooting, then you have lots to choose from. And editing is where you're going to get, the gold. You're going to say, wow, what a fantastic video. Well, actually, there's lots of boring stuff in there, but you actually capture some good stuff on top of it and cut it all down.
Exactly.
So that's about it, right?
That's pretty much it to get started.
Very good.
So just get out there, start shooting, and then see what you have.
And get a good editing tool. All right. Well, let's take a break. And when we come back, Ms. Download is here with actually a fun way to, once you finish editing, to get stuff out onto DVD. We'll have a look at that. And then after that, picture time. And we are going to show you, I guess, pictures of fans from around the world, right?
All edited up into a nice action sequence, complete with fantastic music and transitions and... Okay, so maybe not.
Okay, all right. We'll be back after this with Ms. Download and picture time. But with any luck, you now have the basics that you need to at least get editing out there, find a tool and that sort of thing. But one thing that during the break, we had a little tip from our producer and editor, Matt, who said he made a big mistake when he started editing, and that was using some odd and some fun edit features in the software that he was using, like?
He's got like a bugaboo, and it's a bugaboo for most editors as well. When you start in with video editing, you'll see a whole pile of transitions. I mentioned transitions earlier, and when you go into these video editing programs, you get a whole kit of them. So instead of just cutting from one thing to another, you might be tempted to use one of these transitions like a star wipe, or a clock wipe, or a zigzag wipe, or a checkerboard wipe, or one of these other things. And you know what? It's the sign of an amateur, someone who, and you see that same thing over and over and over and over again, clock wipe, star wipe. So don't do it.
That's right.
Don't do it. There's the two that are pretty standard, and one of them is just a hard cut between the two scenes. But if you want to ease people into it, you can do a cross dissolve. So cross dissolve is the nice, safest way to go. It's nice and clean, and people won't look at that and say that person doesn't know what they're doing when they're editing. Yeah,
when was the last time you saw a checkerboard wipe on the evening news? No, you didn't do it. Did you see it? No, it doesn't happen, does it? So there you go.
Yeah, and if you're really cut, one thing that you may have seen in lab rats before is what we call a dip to color, where we will dip to white and then back, and that means passage of time. So that's one other one that you can use. But yeah, try to stick with cross dissolves.
There you go.
No star wipes. You hear me, Matt? No star wipes.
All right, with that, let's put an edit point in here and go and see Miss Download, because she has a download of the day or the week. All right.
Hi, and welcome to Miss Download. This is my Season 1 DVD. I'm Cheryl Poirier. So, my friends Andy and Sean came to me and said, hey Cheryl, can you find us a DVD authoring program? And I'm like, sure, no problem. They said they want a nice easy peasy thing, and I'm like, not a problem. And then I started looking, and I looked for easy peasy video DVD authoring program. Not out there, really. I don't consider myself adult, but some of the programs that I looked at, I mean, the tutorials I had to navigate made me want to cry, and one of the free trials actually wasn't even long enough for me to learn how to use the program itself. So I did find one program, though, that allows you to do DVD authoring and create little nifty things like, ooh, Miss Download Season 1, which is really cool. It's called NeuroVision, and it's kind of under the umbrella of Nero 9. Now, you can't get NeuroVision by itself, so you buy Nero 9, which is $79.99, and it allows you to do DVD authoring. It does allow you to do some video editing as well, and CD burning and DVD burning and all kinds of stuff like that. However, easy peasy is not really what I would use to describe it. I found the NeuroVision a little more user-friendly, and there was one actually particular little part of it that I found really entertaining, and it's the template portion of it. And what the template portion of it allows you to do is to create this template. This is actually a nice little template. You don't have to worry about, you know, getting someone to conjure up something for you. It's already there, which is was fun for me when I made it. So what I did was I took this, you know, you go through all the different templates, and some of them are really cute. You've got ones for sports and family. You got little. I love the little cartoon one with the little girl, but they wouldn't let me use it because it was called a kid freestyle, and I don't know why. That may be wrong thing, or the movie star one, but I'm just misdownload. So we decided on the ladybug one, which is great, and then you can put in your titles really easily. Misdownload Season 1. I can't believe there's a Season 1 already. And then, of course, Episode 1, Episode 2, Episode 3. Now, once you have that basic template done, you can move around these little bubbles, which are also in themselves templates. So this was the part of the program that I found fun to click around and play with. Now, know that this is an itty-bitty part of the whole NeuroVision and Nero 9 family. Now, the whole software itself is $79.99, and it is more expensive than some of the other downloads that I've talked about, but it's editing, burning, you know, it's everything. So that's why it's a little more expensive. And also you get free upgrades with that as well. So, you know, DVD creation, easy peasy. No, it's not. DVD creation, not easy peasy. You have to make sure you have the time to go through the tutorials. And I'm talking about time, because some of them take some time. So just relax, take a deep breath, go through the tutorials, and sooner or later you're going to pick it up. And sooner or later you're going to have a nifty little DVD to watch. I'm just going to sit back here now and watch Season 1 of Misdownload, because it's kind of cool. I'm Cheryl. Check us out at butterscotch.com and Misdownload.
Did you see that?
Matt, I thought you're not supposed to use those wipes anymore. Didn't you listen to the rest before?
They're just so pretty.
I know.
Stop. Stop.
Stop it! All right. Enough. Hands off the keyboard, Matt. All right. So time for picture time.
We have time for picture time.
Okay, good. Who do we have this week, Mr. Carruthers?
Well, we have a few today. Start with, we have our viewer Phil from Port Coquitlam, BC.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a picture of his grandkids.
BC, British Columbia.
British Columbia, and they're watching Lab Rats on their portable media players, it looks like.
Oh, that's so cute.
At least we'll pretend that that's what they're doing.
What's your language then in the shows if the kids like this are watching?
Yes.
So rude.
Cut.
Okay.
All right, and next we have from Grayson, Kentucky, our viewer Corey.
Corey.
A nice close-up shot.
We get lots of email from this fella, don't we? He sends us lots
we?
of pictures. Yeah, we do. Seen a few from him.
Oh, there we go.
It's awesome.
Well, keep them coming.
Keep them coming. We like that.
There we go. Now next up, we have Jacob Hopkins from Kansas City, Missouri. And Jacob actually sent us a little video of him playing the Lab Rats theme as his ringtone.
Hey there, Sean and Andy. Just found your guys' videos on the internet recently. I talked to Sean. He said to send in a video of the ringtone that I told him about. And, alright, here it is. It is the actual phone. It's not anything else.
That's cool.
Very cool.
Awesome. Very good. Okay, good. Jacob.
So thank you, Jacob, and Jacob actually sent us a few pictures as well. This is the one. This is the one we use, Jacob. So thanks for holding tight for this one. It's been a while, I know. Now we've got Richard, who is in Scotland, And he's got time on his mind or something.
He does. That's right. He's well.
Usually you have time on your hands, but
Well, okay. Maybe that's what people in Scotland do. I don't know.
you have time on their
He has
mind.
blue hair.
He has some blue hair, which is good. I like that. I approve.
It's very nice. Okay.
And last but not least, a little bit of editing in this photograph. Patrick from Atlanta. Actually, I think this is one of the filters that you can put over your camera feed.
It's not raining.
It could be raining
Yeah,
inside.
it's raining in Atlanta.
Inside his apartment.
Okay, good.
There you go. So thank you for sending that, Patrick.
Well,
And
there you
you
go.
go.
Super. We love that. We love your pictures. Don't forget to send them to. You stinking about it?
I think we'll have to edit this part out at labrats.tv.
You could also send them to feedback@labrats.tv as well. And our new address, you can send them to feedback@butterscotch.com too if you like. But @labrats.tv works equally as well. And of course, now you can see all of our shows on the new website, butterscotch.com.
As well as a whole pile of other cool ones, too.
That's right, yeah. We are now in the business of making fun technology content beyond this show. So this is what we've been up to for the last little while. We've been hinting at it. So check out butterscotch.com for more lab rats and lots of other technology video content that you'll love, we promise. All right, well, that was a lovely show.
Thank you.
You're going to have to edit that one down, though.
I'm going to make Matt do it.
Okay, good. All right. Hey, come back here.
And star wipe.
All right. Thanks so much for pushing play this week and or downloading, whatever you do to get us and see us. My name is Andy Walker.
I'm Sean Carruthers.
And we'll see you next time. Don't forget to edit.
Are you ready? Try this at home.
Are we done now?
Now you get to go to your homepage.
Have you drained all your television energy?
I have lost all my mojo today, yeah.
What do you want? Just get it over. Come on.
You know what you need?
What?
Red Bull.
I do, you're right.
Gives you wings, apparently.
Evil, man. You know what I found out is really evil? Those rock stars with vodka in the sell at the liquor store.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got drunk on those ones.
Vodka? They got
I
vodka in
could
them?
not see.
Yeah.
They actually allow those?
They're like 7%. They're retarded.
Yeah.
I thought they made those
I think
illegal.
The intern at Hub is actually the guy. Well, he's like, here, try one of these. So I tried it.
How many have been drinking up there?
Yeah.